Welcome to the Kane and Reloaded show. This your boy 305 Kane.
And this your boy DJ Reloaded.
DJ Reloaded. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. You know, listen, new music. That big Rob dropped today, banging. I appreciate the album he put together. I think this is best body of work so far.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty decent today. You know, it's Friday, so I'm happy. You know, it's a lifestyle. So I'm out here on my bike, you dig? It's a lifestyle, you dig? So
Hey,
DJ Reloaded been hating because I've been on my bike. You feel me? Don't worry about it.
It's just I ain't hating. You gotta
It's a lifestyle. But besides that, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. Make sure you share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a family member to tell a family member. Help us grow. We ain't got nothing to do but the quarantine, baby. So let's help us grow.
Yes, sir.
All right, tonight's story, we're going to talk about the Chicago team that was sadly and brutally murdered. Her name, you know, I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name, but, you know, her name is Treja Kelly, had been a witness to her cousin murder, and she came and testified against the guy who murdered her cousin, and he put a $5,000 hit out on her. And a guy actually took upon that offer and did a hit. Mind you, she was pregnant. And on top of that, the guy who did the murder got on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two, got on live and boasted with the money and, you know, talked about how he did the murder. Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, you know, the topics, as you know, that's the question I really want to know. You know, as far as the streets, right? Does the street code apply? And in this case, in this instance, I say no. I feel like the guy who killed the cousin, if you're gonna jump out of a car, and gun somebody down, and you know, in front of people, and the people come forward and point the finger, you did it to yourself.
Right.
Like if you really had that much beef with a person, and you really felt that strongly about a person, mess your product, or you was intimidated by him or whatever, or you wanted to send a message, you don't do it in front of a crowd of people.
Right.
It just so happened that one of the people that witnessed the murder was a family member. That young lady had every right to step forward and point you out,
especially on her cousin murder.
So as you know, and then you send some, then you put out a hit on her because you didn't want her to testify to be the reason why you go to jail. She you know, so she still testified. And by the way, that's not snitching. You got to take whatever charge come with that.
Right.
You did that.
Right.
And then for the hitman who hey, for the hitman who said $5,000, he thought $5,000 was gonna change his life. Hold up. He thought $5,000 was gonna change his life.
You big dummy.
He thought $5,000 was gonna change his life, and then you go on social media platforms, fanning yourself with $100 bills, buying Yeezys, posting it online. You an idiot. I don't know if Chicago and this is how I feel, right? Y'all could dislike me for it or not, but this is just how I feel. You killed a girl who was pregnant. That's against the street code and in my book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Chicago has a death penalty, but they both need it. That's how I feel.
I feel like, man, where's the older guys that should be checking these dudes? Like,
it's Chicago.
Man, it should be consequences for him putting the hit out. He should be getting done bad, whatever system he in, he should be getting done bad. Okay. And then for the person who did the murder, like, come on, man, how both of y'all was done for murdering somebody, probably over nothing. Number one, the girl had nothing to do with the street code or nothing to do with y'all street beef or gangster or whatever. She's a cousin. If you want to look at her like y'all soldiers, she's a civilian. And that's an innocent bystander. So because you got caught up in your mess, you felt the need to go ahead and ruin somebody else's life and her unborn child's life before they could even get a chance to she could experience life. She was a teenager.
Facts. And I mean, I agree with everything you just said. I mean, where are the OGs at, right? Where are the guys that usually step up and like we don't move like that in this neighborhood, right? Like I was telling, one of the homies a story when I was growing up as a jit, back in Miami. I had a big D boy that stayed right across the street from me. Never knew he was a D boy until the police and helicopters swarmed his house.
Right.
Never knew who he was. I now know why SWAT team was about to kick my door in one night because they were searching and trying to figure out where this guy stayed at.
Right.
And they seen that my dad, was a nice house, best house looking house on the block. Hey, that got to be the house right there. But nah, he was right across the street.
Right.
But he never flaunted. He never moved in a reckless way.
Low key.
These dudes ain't really street dudes, and there's no laws in the street no more. So all the snitching and all that. That's why we was just talking about Tekashi. A part of me don't blame Tekashi for snitching. Because there's no street code. So how can we hold people to certain standards in the street when the street don't hold itself to the same standards? And then my other issue is with the prosecutors. That this girl was afraid to come forward and testify. You knew that. And you didn't protect this girl. You didn't move from her area. You just left her in the hood. Y'all gave her the death sentence as well. And I don't know if this young lady family can sue the city or whatever, because y'all should have protected this young lady who was afraid to come forward. She just witnessed her cousin get gunned down in front of her.
She knew that situations like this happened, that her life could be in danger. So she was afraid to come forward in the beginning. I'm pretty sure they probably swindled that little girl, made her feel like, she was going to be able to, she was going to be protected. But they didn't put no time and effort into trying to protect her.
And that's my point. So, when I see, police officers get on TV and tell people to step up and speak out about crime, for what? You first of all, you ain't there to protect me. And then if I shoot somebody who's coming to kill me, the first thing you're gonna want to do is take me to jail, run my information, take my gun. I got to jump through all type of hurdles. If I ain't got the money to even think about the charges, and even though it was in self-defense, I still need money.
Right. And for all of those police officers that wonder why people don't tell, this is why people don't tell. Stop wondering. This is why. Because I'm not going to put my life on the line to help y'all secure y'all job when y'all ain't even going to secure my life. So what I'm doing that for? What I need to tell on somebody for?
Man, I just feel like this story here kind of disgusts me. And when I was reading it, I was stuck on it, because we're talking about a young lady, and I agree with you, Black. I mean, we fighting over blocks we get parking tickets on when it snows, right? Or when the street sweeper come down the road and we still parked on the Avs, we getting tickets. We don't own none of these. We don't own none of these blocks, and we got to look at this at this point going forward. None of these blocks that you so-called D-boys, street boys run on. You don't own none of these blocks because in 5 or 10 years, you're going to have scooters on them. electric bikes on them.
And Black, if you go back a couple videos ago around the time when that happened, we did the story on that same young lady who owned that salon. We did the story, and nobody in the community stepped up. Nobody in the community tried to protect this young lady, and she was a young business owner trying to serve her community.
And I mean, like people like the young lady in the hair salon, those are the real hustlers of the neighborhoods.
Right.
They're trying to better the community, and this is what, like I said again, you know, I'm a black man, love being black woman, black kids. But this is my thought process, and I always talk to my mom about it too. There's two groups of black people in this world. You got those that want to better themselves, push the community, the culture forward, and you got those that are the grimy, gummy shit on the bottom of the barrel.
Mm.
And just because you don't want a 9 to 5, you want to get it in the streets, you ain't got to be a fuck boy.
Facts.
And that move, that hit, the hitter, that's exactly what y'all are. So when black women say that black men don't fight for them or stand up for them, they are right in this very moment.
Prime example.
We just had a sister fighting for a brother who was a flight attendant, and I saluted the sister. And then a week later, we got a dude putting out a $5,000 hit on a young girl,
a 17-year-old.
Like I said again, I just don't have no street. I don't have no respect for dudes who don't abide by certain codes. If you're gonna run the streets, respect people that live in the community, because 9 times out of 10, it's the community that's gonna protect you. But when you're willing to kill and destroy your community, understand your community have every right to turn on you.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And that's facts. Now, wrap the show up. I'm gonna give my little conclusion on it. You know, this situation is sad. This situation is sad from any angle, point of view you want to look at it. There's nothing in this situation you can find good in. You can't even find good in the girl standing up for her cousin and taking that stand, because that ultimately cost her life.
Mm.
So no matter what point you look at this whole situation, these are things that bring us as people down, because this is not somebody else doing it to us. This is not the man sticking it to us. This is not the system. This us. These are the same people that we are raising up in our house to let out here to go, like you say, fight over a block that you'll get a ticket on.
Right.
So I think when we shine light on these situations, we shine light on just to show exactly what it says on your hat. A bunch of big dummies. And people got to stand up and correct those dummies and wisen them up. Where's the people who run in the streets that has some sense? Stand up and teach them the right way.
I mean, what I got to say to it is this here, right? You know, and you know, I don't want to come off like I'm being salty or being a hater to young people out here. You know, get your money, but move in a respectful manner in your communities. You know, help build your communities. You know, you know, you made a comment about, we always talk about the man sticking it to us, or we so quick to get upset when the police kill an unarmed black teenager or black man. Why can't we have the same uprise and uproar when we do it to each other?
Facts.
Get your money, young man. I ain't gonna never tell a young man not to get his money. Go get his money. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, that okay, cool. You know, some people may criticize that, but you look back in history, a lot of people, a lot of ethnicity group made money illegally and still is today.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest drug dealer in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because again, black folks don't move drugs until America. The government does that, believe it or not. And there's documentaries out there about that already. So if you're gonna do it illegally, respect your community, respect the women and kids in your community at least. And that's my biggest problem about it. A young woman life was taken because she had courage to speak up and point out somebody who took her family member life. And if anybody feeling like that's cool to do, you're a sucker too.
Facts. With that being said, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. If you're watching this on Facebook, get over there to the YouTube page, search up Kanan Reloaded Show, subscribe to the channel. Watch, we got almost 100 videos by now. Watch some videos. We got stories on everything. We're talking about everything. Help us grow as we grow with y'all. We will be doing a giveaway coming up soon. We'll let y'all know about all of that and the details on all of that. We will be doing a giveaway. We're getting ready to start up these live call-ins. So Black, if you want to call in and you want to talk and speak your piece, you will have an opportunity to get on the Kanan Reloaded Show and to speak your mind.
Yes, sir. I got a little cough going on right now, man. I hope I ain't got that Ronnie.
Got a little Ronnie? Nah, that's you over there with the talk about your lifestyle. You
I mean, you know, I got that little bottle of Moscato on the hip once I get off this camera, you know. That lifestyle, baby. You know, I got a little bottle, you know, trying to
set the R&B show. We gonna have to hook Black up with the R&B. DJ Reloaded is scared of that R&B show. I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. But peace and love, y'all.
Lord. Oh, Lord.